Hey y'all, Countryman here. I have no idea what I'm doing, as usual, but I want to step outside my comfort zone, and I've got those last two pork butts in there, and I'm thawing them out, and I want to make me some sausage. So I went to my local store, and I was going to buy some sage. They didn't have any. I don't want to spend the last of my prep money for the month and buy some offline, so this sausage is not going to have sage in it. What's it going to turn out like? I have no idea. But my prepper angel, and between her, the spices she sent me, and the spices that I have on hand here, I'm going to throw something together. And I've watched Half Acre Homestead videos, Bev, and I've seen her put some stuff together for her spices, and I'm going to do kind of like what she does. She throws it in a bowl and mixes it up until it tastes good, and I've got all my spices here that I'm using, and I've got my teaspoon, or quarter teaspoon. No, this is a half teaspoon. So everybody wants to know measures on my videos. This is a half teaspoon. This is what I'm going to be using. Now we're going to start out. I've got my leftover canning salt there, and I'm going to call that 2 tablespoons, which this is going to make about 5 pounds of pork sausage if I do it right. And I'm going to bend the camera down to where you can see the bowl. I'm going to show you the spice, and I'm going to show you me putting it in. And once I get it all put in, I'm going to run it through my super automatic all-purpose blender here. And these things do a real good job. If you recognize it, I can't say it online, the name. And then I'm going to taste it. And if it comes out to where I think I can mix it in with my pork tomorrow when I start grinding it, I will show that part of the video. If this comes out to where I like the taste of it, you will get to see the video on YouTube. If it doesn't come out and I gross out, choke, or whatever because I put too many spices in it, then you won't never see this video and you won't have to worry about it. So let's get started. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit here until everybody can see that. I'm going to slide that over to the side here. Right there. Let's go back up just a little bit. And I'm going to start out. I've got some chicken bouillon here. And you need just a little bit of flavor. I don't know why, but I'm going to put a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Why is he adding chicken bouillon in pork? Well, I don't know either. Like I said, this is a mad scientist experiment. This is my garam masala. I don't know what it is. It has, I think it's fennel, the stuff that tastes like licorice, and I don't really have any idea what it is, but I am going to put a half teaspoon in there. And it's kind of it uses in Italian dishes, or not Italian, Indian dishes, and all kinds of good stuff. And I love my garlic powder. And I am going to put a teaspoon in there. And trust me, I may put more later because I could snort this stuff if it wasn't illegal. I'd use more garlic than any person in the... I don't have to worry about vampires. We'll leave it at that. Now these are my cumin seeds. It goes real good in Mexican dishes and all kinds of stuff. And those are whole seeds. And I am going to put 1.5 teaspoons in there. Because I do like the flavor. I'll eat these right out of the jar. I really will. I'm going to zoom my camera out. I'll be right back. Well, I got my cumin seeds in there. You seen that. Now here comes the semi-hot stuff. This is my cayenne pepper. I got a great big container of it at the big box store, but I'm going to put a good heaping 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of that in there. And I don't know how much this is going to make, so we're just going to keep putting stuff in till it tastes good. I don't know why, but the good Lord up above told me to put a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin in there. So, like I said, we got a lot of spices here. And I've got my oregano, which this is one of the drugs that I'm addicted to. If you could smoke it, roll it up and smoke it, I probably would. I am putting a teaspoon in there, 2.5 teaspoons. So that's 1 teaspoon. Now, most sausage recipes and everything has the sage. Well, I don't have any, but I do have cilantro coriander, and this is my drug of choice. And I am going to put a handful. This is dried. I dried it myself, and I am going to put a heaping tablespoon. Love that stuff. So we have, that's all the main seasonings that I wouldn't even consider hot. I do have the jalapeno powder in there, and I did put the jalapeno powder in there, didn't I? I think I did. I'm going to go with about a teaspoon of crushed red peppers. And I'm going to put this in my little super duper high speed blender here and mix it up, and I'll come back, pour it back in the bowl, and we'll get a taste test and see what comes around. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's an experiment. Well, here goes nothing. It's not polite to smell stuff. I can see the smoke coming off of that. That's not bad. Got some heat in there. I haven't even tasted it yet. Just I'm gonna say a connoisseur of chilies can tell a lot by just the wafting of the smoke coming off the cup. Whatever you do, don't stick your nose in there. Yeah, I know everybody's gonna say this is hot or whatever, but this is what I came out with. And I know I got a lot of salt in there, but it's going to be dispersed through the meat. So here comes a taste test, y'all. Put a little bit on the finger. Ooh, that's good. I like that. I put all the spices, more or less all the spices of what I like. into my super duper blender and mixed it up, and it doesn't have any sage in it. Oh, I'm an expert. But this is the first time I ever measured anything. It's got a slow burn at the end because of that cayenne and the jalapeno and the what do you call that stuff? The oh shoot, garam masala. If you taste this stuff straight, it's got a licorice taste to it or something, and I really don't like it. But once I put it in this that tastes good. It's going to be a cross between chorizo and Italian sausage, and that's because I put the oregano in there, I think. But I use my oregano on top of my menudo, my pozole, and a lot of Mexican dishes. So I don't know how much I wound up with, 6 or 8 tablespoons full. But now I'm going to have to go back and watch my own video, remember how much I put down on each one of these. That way I can reproduce it or triple the recipe. That way I'll have enough to do a whole pork butt, because I've got those pork butts are 8-10 pounds a piece in there, and I don't think that will do a whole pork butt. But I'm going to start out with I'm going to try to do about 3 pounds of pork and mix this in there. I've got a little bit of the pork fat left from trimming those 2 butts here of the day, plus the pork I got thawing out today. I'm hoping to do that the sausage video tonight or tomorrow, and it's going to be interesting because I really don't have a place to countertop to hold down my machine. So I'm going to have to bring a shelf out of the bedroom, put it in here on my movie stand table, aka a cardboard box and a piece of glass, and put that board on top of it and try to grind up the meat. And they say that you're supposed to put your grinder in the freezer for an hour and keep everything super cold. So we will see how that goes up. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put this up as part 1 Contreeman's homemade spices, and let me know what you think. And like I said, if I can do it, anybody can. Contreeman out for now. God bless.